Alright. I've talked to you how the laws of thermodynamics prove the existence of God, and there are only four ways we can be we exist here. We either came out of nothing, the universe has always been here, something supernatural had to create us, that's us, and then the last thing, it's all an illusion. Well, because physicists and evolutionists and atheists don't know how to get around that, now they come up the idea that, oh, we were created out of nothing. So now there's this argument that came out a long time ago by Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, he's a famous physicist. I think they made a bio movie on him now. And of course the Devil's Men would get very popular movies. Oh well, anyways, Stephen Hawking, he has this teaching that we don't need God at all because we were truly created out of nothing. Now we've studied this before. That's scientifically impossible. No one will go along with that. But the reason why they say that is because they say we were created, there was gravity. And from gravity, which is nothing, then we just came out. Matter and element eventually formed and we were created. So that's how they argue. They argue that because gravity was there, that we were created from gravity. So gravity, you notice it's not like with substance pretty much, so they call it nothing. But there are several problems with this argument. That ain't being created out of nothing. That's a dumb argument because there are several answers. When we say nothing, you know what that means? Nothing. Gravity does not mean nothing, friend. Alright? A lot of people like to do that. If they insist, well, we can call it nothing, it's practically nothing. Well, here's a problem, okay? Gravity is bound by the laws of physics, right? Now, are you telling me then that that's nothing when the laws of physics existed there? See, that ain't nothing. Laws of physics, gravity existed there. That ain't nothing. To make it nothing, you have to have no laws of physics. You see that? And when you take out laws of physics, then you take out gravity, and you have nothing as a result. See, so this guy is supposed to be an acclaimed, respected scientist, and he should know all these kinds of stuff, but it's amazing that, as we've studied many times before, so much knowledge can make you look so dumb and stupid. So this is not just my saying, there are a lot of respectable Christian scholars that also go along and realize the stupidity of Stephen Hawking's argument. There's one by John Lennox, who was doctorates in both philosophy and mathematics, and philosophy of science, actually. So there are many more Christian scholars that do not agree with that. And I mean current, alive today Christian scholars. So that ain't nothing. That's stupid. Here's another problem, okay? When you have laws of physics like gravity, okay, you have to have an agent involved. Someone intelligent, some being has to be involved. For example, okay, when we do bowling, all right, gravity is involved with the ball, right? And then we roll down the pin. The ball didn't roll by itself and knock over the pin. Someone had to take the ball and roll it. See? Every law, you notice here the laws of physics here, see, even they themselves will have to have a lawgiver or an agent, someone involved. You can't just do it by itself. That's how we get jets and planes and all this technology. You know why? True, they had laws of physics that they created those things, but there was an agent involved that used the laws of physics to create the jets, to create all those things. See? That's the problem. That doesn't disprove there is a God, that doesn't disprove the existence of God. It just proves the fact that there has to be a God, some kind of being involved. See, gravity don't do it by itself when we roll the ball and all that. There has to be someone involved. Now here's another thing you have to think about that, okay? Let's just assume that gravity did it all by itself, alright? Gravity did it purely by itself, create us out of nothing. No one, no agent was involved making the gravity create the universe, alright? Let's pretend, okay? Let's just assume, okay? Let's give these, I mean, these guys are doctorates, they know a lot, so let's just give them the, the reasonable doubt, and let's just go along with it. Okay, I'm sure it just came out randomly, alright? Can I tell you something? You know how stupid that is, that just by itself it would do that randomly? Alright? You got to think about this. Even if gravity did that, okay, by itself, think about the billions of years you also have to keep in mind of evolving into a human, alright, by itself, without an agent involved. You know what the chances of that happening are? Harold Morowitz, a Yale University physicist. This guy's a physicist, okay? Studied gravity and all this kind of stuff. Yale University. What he did is that he left a single bacterium, all right? And if he had the single bacterium reassembling by itself, all right? By chance, purely by chance, just randomly by itself, it's 1 out of 10 to the 100 billion power.
What?
100 billionth power. Okay, now do you know how stupid that looks? The number is so large, you know, you got to realize this. Do you know what the chances are of you winning a lottery every single week? From the ages of 18 to 99, you win the lottery every single week. You know what the chances is? It's 1 chance in 4.6 times 10 to the 29th thousandths to the 120th power. Now, you know what that means? Literally, all right, plainly speaking, if you had an entire family playing the state lottery every week for 1,000,000 years, you have a better chance of doing that than for that single bacterium by itself to form and evolve. Wow, you know, see, only lunatics would believe this kind of stuff. See that? Now, well, you know, you say that there's a God, that's not science. Well, here's the problem, okay? That problem is already solved. If you have an intelligent agent who put everything into place, had the laws of physics, gravity, creating all this, you know what the chances then is? 0, it's done. You have the agent taking care of it, not by itself. You see that? So it's solved for us. We don't have a problem. Of course, like I argued before, we have to have faith that there is a God. But you notice it is easier faith to believe in an agent having gravity creating the universe than gravity by itself creating the universe for billions of years. What do you think is easier to believe in? You see that? So you notice right here that the Christian faith is still more reasonable, more easy to believe in. You see that? So that's you know, it's amazing. These PhD scientists, you know, they try to make it look all brilliant, but then when you break it down, it's incredibly stupid, isn't it?